it was like one of those things where I pushed myself, and it was like a goal that I wanted to fail the goal this morning. I want to say, F you world, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to fail. I don't care. Take a nap.
I was right there with you.
Were you?
Yeah, I wanted to fail my goal too this morning, but I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't either. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Warriors Mindset Podcast, where the sayings, riddles, and sometimes bad moods are coming to you. I want to talk about my bad mood. What's up, Mitch?
What's up? How's it going?
We got Mitch with us. What up, man?
How's it going, guys?
We got Elijah with us today.
Howdy, howdy.
We are jamming away, making content. That's what this is called, too. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
But it feels like we haven't hung out in a while, dude.
Dude, it's been forever since we've been here, it seems like.
It has, because you came out to us.
I did.
Yeah.
Yep. And then
that was
Christmas, and we had pre-recorded a couple of
I feel
things.
like it's been almost a month.
It has been. It's been like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, what's up, guys? This is the Warriors Mindset Podcast, realistic entrepreneurship. We are Warriors Management, and we own and operate a whole bunch of companies. And we actually started this for our training system to communicate to the 150-ish people that work with us. And if someone else wants to listen, that's good.
Yeah.
But hey, Warriors, this is for you, right? Lately, I'm going to tell you what, one thing that I'm super fucking excited about, that it's 25 and that 24 is fucking over.
Thank God.
I'm telling you, and I'm glad 23 is over, 22 is over, 21, and definitely 20. But 24, because 24 was like, I was still, there was so much, forming and shaping and pain.
Yeah.
There was so much pain.
Last year was a painful year.
It was a painful year, man. And it's like so much stress and, and these clouds that they make and stuff. And it's like
crazy.
I'm just glad it's fucking over, and I'm ready for my goals, and I'm ready to actually take a nap because listen, man, you guys, listen, that music that we start with, right? The intro music. Listen, this morning, I was not happy, Jason. I woke up and I was like, fuck you, world. I was like, I don't want to get out of bed. I want to fucking eat ice cream. Leave me the fuck alone, because I should have realistically been just off today, because just the amount of work that we did over the last 3 months, but then the last 6 weeks.
Oh my gosh. I can't even imagine.
And you know a lot, and there's a lot we don't talk about really, but because we're, Mitch is making drinks or like fixing light bulbs. But or I'm in here, over there, driving, I probably put 20,000 miles on my car in the month of December. Maybe
in a month? Dang.
Dude, I put so many miles on my car. My gosh.
I put 30,000 miles on my
You know what? Every good story deserves a little embellishing. So it was probably,
yes, sir.
It was probably like 7. But
still, that's so much.
It was a lot.
That's so much.
And so I woke up this morning and I was like, I should not have scheduled anything, and I packed a day. Actually, this is at nighttime.
We're ending
This
today
is the end of
here.
fucking today, and this is why I bring it up.
I think I would have had a mental breakdown if you scheduled it earlier.
I was like, oh no. Oh, if I would have just had this, that would have been a great day. But I was jammed earlier. And I woke up and I said, it was like one of those things where I pushed myself, and it was like a goal that I wanted to fail the goal this morning. I want to say, fuck you, world. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to fail. I don't care. Take a nap.
I was right there with you.
Were you?
Yeah, I wanted to fail my goal too this morning, but I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't either. And so I got into the Bible, and then I actually had to take a ride to go pick something up, and I listened to some Josh Garrels. Love you, Josh. Come on the podcast, play some of that sweet stuff you do. And then I came back, and so after reading, after driving, I felt a little bit better. Then I went home, started making some bacon. I had made my bed. I cleaned my whole house, by the way, at 7 a.m. I like
Heck
finished
yeah,
the
man.
laundry.
Heck yeah, dude.
Fucking A.
That's the way to
I
be.
fucking did the dishes. I fucking took the garbage out, all that shit. And I was like just trying to compound wins to get myself out of my funk.
Momentum.
And so here we are like 3.5 hours later. And I was finally like, I think I can go do the day. I think I'm ready to shower, go. And all of a sudden I hear a bunch of ruckus in the house and laughing. And then here comes my two boys, right? They have band practice in my basement today. The whole band, 7th. That beautiful sound right before. And it is nice if you like metal. But they came in, right? And then we started hugging and stuff. They ate some of my bacon. I was like, oh, I didn't know you guys were coming today. And it was no big deal, but I wasn't prepared and this and that. And it was all good. And so they went downstairs. I went up to shower. And the whole time I was showering, getting ready, shaving, they were fucking practicing down in my basement with some of my favorite music.
That's awesome.
And I just said, you know what? I'm going to go kill the fucking day.
Heck yeah, man.
Thank you, God. I have my own rock and roll band in the basement of my house while I was standing.
That's pretty cool.
That is
And I
awesome.
was naked too. I was taking a shower. I mean,
Free balling
like,
it, man. That's the
that's
theme
what we're
of today.
doing today is flicking the brain with the free balls. But anyway, yeah, so that was like to me today, and you know, by no means am I trying to brag. I was like, practice what you preach, motherfucker. You know what I mean? And then I was like on my face, dude, and I was like, surrender and like breathe. And I still feel it today, you know, like all day, but each meeting was just like more and more pressure was relieved. And now we're here, and this is very cool and like fun. I'm hanging out with my
What a payoff.
What a
too
payoff,
for the end of
dude.
the day to do
I'm
something
telling
you
you.
enjoy doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That always feels great.
Yeah, and I was like, you know, thinking a lot about like manipulating time, right? And not what I mean by like time travel or any shit like that. If there's a time travel, if you can do it, I want to know how to do it.
Well,
and I
please
wanna
be
do
on the
it.
podcast.
Yeah, please. I want to go. I'm in. But listen, here's the no, I would go fucking anywhere. No problem. Anyway, but I was like, hey, if I just can get to 3:00 and then 5:00, you know what I mean? And then 5:30 I had to leave to come here. And then I know I have a ride. And I was able to like utilize the fact that time will pass and so will this season of whatever's going on, busy, tired, not wanting to do anything, you know?
Yeah.
But I've been like, okay, how can I just really utilize time? Get to 3:00. And I did it with that big fucking event we just threw. Oh my gosh. It was like, got to get to 12:30, you know, drop the ball. Everybody goes, but it was like 7:00 and the place is getting packed. And I'm like, okay, just got to get 5 more hours. And so, you know what I mean?
I was just waiting for that night to get over.
Oh, I sat back. I was not stressed at all. The only time I wasn't stressed at all.
I wasn't really stressed, but I was like, late.
I was so stressed out, guys. Laying. I had somebody ask me
Were
what
you
my. Yeah, dude. I've got these Miller Lite underwear that I wear. Oh yeah, dude. Free balling in a tall boy.
Yeah.
So I literally, I was sitting there. Somebody asked me, "Do you have any plans?" I'm like, "Well, there's this party out in Chelsea that I wanted to go to, but I thought about it, and I'm like, I don't want to have to drive an hour back after
Well, you
midnight."
could have stayed at my house.
I don't blame you.
Well,
I
then I
would've
would have
got you a
had to take.
hotel room.
I would have had to take my wife. It was too much.
Yeah, no.
And
I
my
know.
wife had just gone to the ER. I was like,
I actually didn't
"Whatever."
even want you there. It was too packed.
Yeah, so
there
I-
was no room for you.
So
So
he
busy.
asked me, he's like, "Do you have any plans for the new year?" And I literally told him, I said, "My plan is to sit there with my wife, watch The Walking Dead, and then make out at midnight and go to sleep."
yeah, it's actually
like,
kind
that's
of fun to be home.
That's all I did.
This is the first year
Sounds
I've been out
great.
in 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, I fell asleep last year at like 10:30. I didn't give a shit.
I was a DD
I was
last
like,
year.
I hate 23. Let's get to 24, but it's gonna suck too. Let's get to 25.
I mean, last year I was literally just doing 75 hard. on New Year's. So I went and hung out with my brothers and was the DD. And I was like,
Oh, I remember you did that.
you all are idiots.
Can you believe it's been a whole year?
I know already.
I'm excited. I mean, I'm excited for 25.
It's going to be huge.
I think I need like one of the 3 days, a 3-day nothing. Like, I'm going to do that tomorrow, but I'm working on some things. I'm still working because like when you're an entrepreneur, it's like for me, going back to that time thing, it's like, if I can just do this little and this little, then I'm going to get to this point. And if I can do it on my phone or my computer, and it actually keeps me at peace. So when I go away, I always like fiddle faddle with work, but I can disconnect. I used to not be able to disconnect. I can tell you everybody to get fucked. I'm gone. I couldn't do that a year ago. I tell you, that was a goal of mine. I didn't get to 25. That was one of my goals. Let's talk about goals that we did hit. I can talk about some fuckers that we didn't. But one goal I hit, I said, I'm going to get to this year and I'm going to be able to trust my fucking team and not stress out when I'm strategize myself going away. Like if you go away, do you want to stress out about your job?
No.
Or your company?
Preferably not.
No, fuck that. We work too hard for that. Well, we've it's good.
It is. That's why
But I fiddle faddle.
I try to cross my T's and dot my I's before I go. That way I'm like, all right, everything's good.
You don't fiddle faddle. You barely answer your texts.
I'm terrible. I'm terrible with texts, dude.
Yeah, I've
I'm
noticed.
the worst.
Oh yeah, everybody noticed. Everybody fucking says Mitch never texts me. There's a few of you guys.
I don't blame you though. Like
No, it's not just Mitch. There's a few people.
If you need me, call me.
That's what I tell people.
honest to
But I know
God, man.
people who are the opposite.
Well, for me, he has his read on, so that at least if he reads it, that's all I give a fuck. I already know there's no gonna be no powder puff kisses and stuff. He's not gonna love anything. That's just him.
I respond to texts like,
I will
Really?
I'm quick with it, man.
Yeah, you are. I know if I need something, he's going to get back to me. Actually, there's been numerous times I'm like, text you, and you're like, fucking right. I was trying to buy something, and then all of a sudden he's sending me information on it. But
It's a
I
problem.
love that.
It's a problem for me, actually.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Oh, no, this was another one of my goals. Ooh, fucking A, 2 goals. Second goal is to be able to just set my phone down and be present.
Oh,
So
yeah.
be present. Think about this, Mitch. Think about 2 years ago. I'm still fucking out there and thinking of multiple things, but just to be present.
Dude, these phones are so distracting.
So distracting.
And
I need to go back to pay phones. Bring it back, 20 cents.
they say like
get in the business.
even just having your phone out on the table when you're like at dinner or something is distracting in itself, even if you're not doing anything on it. Even if it's flipped over.
Oh, it's difficult for me. Like Brooke and I will be having a conversation and my phone is going off. Like I will get all these notifications. I get so anxious about it. I vowed to myself to never get an Apple Watch or like a smartwatch. Because the anxiety...
That's why I don't have a smartwatch.
The anxiety it would bring me to have to respond quickly.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you this. You ever been out to dinner with your lady and you're like, you're like, I'm not going to look at my phone. And like, you should not look at your phone because you guys are having a moment in a night, but you go to the bathroom to check your phone. I do that.
Oh, well, I can't do that because Brooke and I have a rule that we set our phones aside and we do not touch them. We get up to go to the bathroom.
A good rule.
It stays to the side of the table.
Oh, I'm not going to be micromanaged that much.
Honestly, dude, hold on. We agreed to
Oh,
it
yeah,
together.
yeah.
Like we both have
Susie's
a
gonna love
problem.
this one.
We both have a problem with being on our phones, especially me, because I'm always working.
Yeah.
I am always
Yeah, I'm on my
working,
fucking
dude.
phone right now. Look at this shit.
But it's like I told you.
But here, watch. I bet you this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I just checked it before. I got 4 texts, but 1 is bullshit. So
I have 4 emails.
do you? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I only have one unread text from
Yeah.
my wife, and that's it.
Yeah. So you hit any goals this year? I know one.
I mean, I got married. That wasn't necessarily a
That
goal.
was a
Plan
goal.
goal.
That was a goal.
It was kind of a goal.
Yeah. You wanted a woman.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, you need it, you know.
Good for you, dude.
I know,
it feels
it's good.
Married life is so great.
It is. No, it's so much better. I feel like I can actually start my life now.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Because when you're not married, you're just kind of like, you're like, well, you know, if I find a girl, will she want to live here and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, I don't know. And you're just kind of like not.
It gives you like a purpose.
Yeah, it does.
But
It's
here's
weird.
the thing. You said it. You're starting your life.
Yes,
So there's a lot of, building to that.
there is.
There's a lot of like meshing. Meshing lives.
It's tough, man.
It is
Sharing a room. Oh yeah. Smaller room.
Dude, the biggest thing right now is my closet. It's too small for both of our shit.
Oh, we almost got divorced over the closet.
My wife has
my
wife has an entire room in
yeah.
our house that is just hers.
Yeah. No, listen, we
She
have
has
a
an
big
entire
long
closet in the guest room that is just hers.
Yeah, that's what you have to do, man. You have to give her her own room. So when you buy a house, you buy her own room.
Or just a big ass walk-in closet.
Add it to the side of your house.
But you can't use it.
I need a little bit
No,
of it.
listen, we have big long closet, and my wife has a lot of shoes and clothes, and I love it. And she's like is a very awesome dresser, right? And like, but me too. I like clothes. If I buy anything, I like buying shoes and clothes, right?
Yep.
And so we have this big long closet, but all her stuff is pushed over, and I get like this much. And every time I want to look for something, I have to push it back, and it's like hard to push back. I'm surprised the pole hasn't broken. I don't know how it's up.
You know, I'm actually fine with that. She can have a walk-in closet.
Yeah, you gotta give her.
I want
her
a
own.
walk-in gun safe.
Yeah. No, it's underground. No, underground bunker with your guns. You put, you hit the button and the stairs go down. I guess this is really the first time I've been able to think about it. Literally got home at 4 a.m. on New Year's Day, right? I got up at 7 a.m., got home at 4 a.m., was in Toledo at 11 a.m., got home from Toledo at midnight, woke up this morning. That's why I was like, motherfucker, I hate life. And now I'm here. And literally, this is the first time I've been able to even think about any kind of hitting goals. All I've been thinking about is the goals that I have for 25, really.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. I need sleep.
Dude, I need sleep too.
I need my 8 hours a day.
I got lucky.
I
I caught up
6.
on it last
whatever.
week, naps and everything. It's like my body had like a year-long restart. I do it once a year where I just sleep all the time. I do whatever I want for a few days and just sleep.
No, sleep is good. I usually do like 8, 6, 6, 4, 5, 10, 10. I'm sleep deprived by Wednesday and Thursday, and then once I get to Saturday morning, I'm like, okay, I usually can sleep Saturday morning and Sunday morning.
I probably average out about like 6 to 7 hours a night. If I averaged everything, it's probably about 6.5.
So like if I just get up at 8, I can get 8 hours sleep. If I go to sleep at midnight. If I go to sleep at 2 and get up at 7, it's only 5.
I like to be in bed by 11.
Watch this. I strategize when I'm going to get home and when I'm going to sleep, and I try to. I mean, it's not like perfect, but I try to strategize how much time I'm going to have at home tonight to wind down. And and usually I watch.
That's why I texted you and was like, "Hey, can we make this efficient?"
I know. I know. This morning I text him. I go, hey, we're recording today. I go, hey, he goes, what's up? I go, we're recording today. I wasn't even going to respond. And then I was just like, what are we going to, but yeah. Did you remember we were recording today? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was like, damn, it's going to be a late night.
Yeah. But here's the thing. If you just, you have to kick your ass and to kick ass.
Oh yeah.
You have to fucking hammer it, and then you should be able to reward yourself.
Victoria asked me the other day while we were processing some deer together. We're finishing up the last of it and grounding all of the venison tidbits we had cut off. And she's like, "Do you think you would have done all this like this much if you were single?" And I was like, probably not, to be honest. Like I probably wouldn't have been as motivated to.
Yeah.
Like it sparks something in you where you're like, I have to provide.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know. It's
You'd have
cool.
been spending that time trying to find a wife.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I mean?
Instead of hanging out with my wife, cutting up meat.
Yeah, because I know you're a hunter, but you never did this since I've known you. Last 5 years, you haven't. You haven't shot like 7 deer and grinded it up and going self-sufficient like this.
I went ham this year a little bit, but I mean, I also had the more opportunity, and I prioritized it. You know, it's just about prioritizing things.
I should have gone hunting.
The past years, I didn't have the time. Or at least I said I didn't have the time. But
Priorities, dude.
In all reality, I didn't prioritize it.
Yeah,
I mean,
strategizing.
I woke up,
Lists.
you know, every
Calendars.
every chance I got, I woke up at 5:30 in the morning to go hunting, and you know, hopes to see a deer to shoot or whatever. And the more you go out, the more opportunity you get to see a deer and harvest. So
I can't do it anymore. I talk to him.
I talk to him too, and through my deer call.
Do you do a deer call?
Oh yeah.
Does it work?
Oh yeah.
What do you it makes them come to you
During a certain time of year, during the rut, pre-rut, rut. Yeah.
when they're horny?
When they're horny.
This year, I'm looking forward to going fishing and catching a bunch of silver bass and cooking them.
Ooh.
That's what I'm excited about.
I can't eat fish out of the Great Lakes. I know I'm being kind of negative here, but I'm like, I've done all that. I'm old. I'm twice your guys' age, and I'm like, the Great Lakes, walleye. I'm like, no.
It's just in my blood.
Have you ever had fresh caught salmon?
Well, I guess maybe not cooked right.
Have you ever had fresh caught salmon?
Yeah, I did up in North. We didn't cook it right.
Oh my gosh, dude. That was, we paid for a charter. It was like $600.
Yeah.
We caught over $2,000 worth of like fish. It was the most delicious fish I've ever, because we had it like an hour after we caught it.
What do you put on it?
Just like basic seasonings, like cayenne,
butter, garlic,
butter,
herbs.
and garlic and herbs.
Butter.
Yeah. That's it, man. It was so
Super
good.
simple.
Butter.
Oh my gosh.
Italian seasoning.
No.
No, keep it simple.
You put that on potatoes, right?
Keep that in the spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
And chicken. Put it on chicken.
You ever have salmon spaghetti?
No.
That's terrifying.
I've had a salmon fillet on a burger.
You know what I like being up north, like where you went, and fucking stopping at the side of the road where they have smoked salmon, and you can like you have half the fish and you just eat it.
Yeah.
Up in the UP, I love that shit. That's so good.
Smoked whitefish.
Dude,
and,
let's bring it on.
that is good stuff. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Thanks for flicking our brains.
Yeah, man. So we just want to flick your brain. Hopefully you got something to laugh about, cry about, think about. And yeah, man, 25. Let's rock it out. So we're going to look back at this, talking about like seeing next year and where we're at. You know what I mean?
Oh, that'll be crazy.
Because we're going to see where we're at in 12 months because it's going to be Christmas before you know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see what goals we accomplished this time next year.
Big ass Christmas tree. That's what I'm doing. This year, one goal, big ass Christmas tree. And it's not pagan either. No. It's just a fucking pretty tree with lights on it.
Oh yeah.
That I like to look at.
I like to look at.
It does bring me peace, I will say.
Hey, check out our other podcast, Shine Lights, coming at you soon. Bye.
Peace.
Peace.